Welcome to Ipob Rapture Media, January 13th, 2024. Nigerian government deliberately sponsoring insecurity to justify Kanu's illegal detention, Ipob. Ipob made the allegation on Monday in a statement issued by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Powerful, stressing that the only way to save Nigeria and keep the country is for the Nigerian government to release Kanu from the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has accused President Bola Tinubu's government of deliberately sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria, particularly in the southeast region, to use it as a reason for the continued detention of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Ipob made the allegation on Monday in a statement issued by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Powerful, stressing that the only way to save Nigeria and keep the country is for the Nigerian government to release Kanu from the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. Ipob also lambasted a civic group, Save Nigeria Movement, SNM, over what the pro-Biafran group described as unguarded attacks and useless petition against the House of Representatives ad-hoc committee chairman Obinna Aguocha for calling for Kanu's unconditional release from the detention. It said, "We, the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, led by our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are asking, how can charlatans form a group to save a dying nation and at the same time promote the demise of the same country through their display of ignorance?" The Federal House of Representatives ad hoc committee chairman investigating the insecurity in some communities in Abia State, Honorable Obinna Aguocha, called on the Nigerian government and its compromised security agency, the DSS, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally from solitary confinement. After much deliberation at the chambers on the level of insecurity throughout Nigeria, with emphasis on the southeastern region, the ad hoc committee chairman gave the only solution to ending insecurity in the east as the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Honorable Aguocha is a stakeholder in the southeast and knows exactly the root cause of the insecurity in the southeast. But for the fact that the Nigerian government is sponsoring insecurity as a reason to continue the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will use their attack dogs like SNM to attack anyone who calls for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is non-negotiable that the Nigerian government must obey the appeal court judgments that have discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Should the government insist on the Supreme Court verdict, the eyes of the world are on the Nigeria Supreme Court to legalize the international crime of extraordinary rendition, Powerful stated. He further said, if indeed members of the SNM want to save Nigeria from going into oblivion, they ought to have advised the Nigerian government to obey their court judgments and orders. It will be absolutely impossible to save a nation that violates its citizens' right to freedom and abuses the rule of law with reckless abandon. If indeed the members of SNM are serious in saving Nigeria, they should tell the Nigerian government to respect human rights and the rule of law. Powerful alleged that SNM is bankrolled by the government to defend their dictatorship actions at a fee. A bunch of individuals who fight the rule of law because of ethnic bigotry. Maybe this SNM are part of those sponsoring the insecurity in the southeast, and that may be why they oppose the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know that their criminal activism would end as soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Members of SNM should retract their unguarded statements and petition against Honorable Aguocha. Also, they should tell the Nigerian government to respect her own rule of law by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally as the courts have declared. By doing so, SNM can save Nigeria if they wish, Ipob said.